Take it.
Nice, nice shot, Doug.
They're high.
Oh yeah.
They look.
Kill that bird. Nice. Yeah, that's what you want. Boy, they just. Kill it. Oh, nice shot.
You get him, Bill?
I've been in the union all my life, working hard for a living, becoming the best in my trade. Sometimes you need a break, some time in the field, a day on the water, just you in the outdoors, doing what you love. I am union, I am sportsman, and I belong. I belong!
My name is Doug Bachman, and I'm a union sheet metal worker out of Local 19. And our motto is 8 hours pay for 8 hours work. A little high. The reason I got involved with the union trades, I got introduced to sheet metal workers. Kind of saw, what sheet metal workers do, and I'm like, that's pretty neat. And when I was finished with college, I still couldn't really find work. So I had a friend of mine who was in a Local 19, which is a sheet metal workers union out of Philly. And I talked to him about getting in the sheet metal workers union, and that following spring I took a test and I was in. Here I am over 18 years later, still doing it, haven't missed a day of work. The work I do now is I don't install anything anymore. I don't fabricate anything anymore. Now I adjust and balance everything that's installed. And you come to appreciate the level of expertise you get out of union tradesmen. What really got me started into the outdoors, fishing and hunting, was my grandfather. He was probably my greatest influence. And when I was at the legal age of hunting at the age of 12, I just continued it. So I started waterfowl hunting, and now that's like a disease. I can't get that out of me. That's all I think about year-round. One joy I really get out of waterfowling is watching dogs work. First dog that I started training, and he was a joy to train. He picked up everything really well. By the time he was 3, he was a fine-tuned water dog, and he's my buddy. I don't go anywhere without him, and especially during the hunting season.
This area has got a rich tradition, waterfowl history that rivals Stuttgart, Arkansas, and many other areas across the country. It's been for generations and generations. Folks have been coming from all corners of the globe to hunt waterfowl here. It's a staging area. They got the Squaw Creek National Wildlife Refuge, which is about 7,000 or 8,000 acres. These birds will stage there, but then they'll fly out to these different areas. They've got a feeding area that I've never seen before, which is flooded corn, which is supposed to be really productive. So I'm looking forward to hunting that as well.
I never would have found out about USA, Union Sportsmen's Alliance, unless my local didn't put it in our quarterly newspaper. It was a Sportsmen's Association for union members, and I said, that's the first I've ever seen anything like that, and I have to join it. I'm glad my international union and my local union decided to support the Union Sportsmen's Alliance.
Got up this morning, met our waterfowl guide, Danny Geyer, started to talk about putting our team together. We got Dan, who's just an incredible waterfowl guide, par excellent. He's probably forgotten more about hunting ducks and geese than I'll ever know.
I run a business, Iron Duck Hunting, an outfitter here in Northwest Missouri. We specialize in white-tailed deer, eastern turkey, waterfowl, spring snow, and predator hunt. My father, David Geyer, very avid waterfowler, legendary caller. I feel pretty reluctant in life. Dad handed some things to me that I will treasure and try to hand off to others. Dad was inducted into the Waterfowlers Hall of Fame back in 1999. He very knowledgeable about it. A lot of his life was all about feathers.
We're just coming back from breakfast. I'm going into the cabin. I hear this. I look up and the sky is just alive with geese, and they're just moving across the sun, wave after wave after wave, and I just, you got to stop and admire that. So we're just talking a little bit, getting to know each other, and up pulls Doug Bachman. There was big money bet on you not showing. Where you been?
You kidding? How are you?
I've been looking for you on milk cart. Say hi to Danny Guy.
Dan Guy, how are you? I'm Doug Bachman.
Hey, Doug.
Nice to meet you. I'm psyched. I'm psyched.
Great.
Yeah. Let's get you settled in. We're in the second cabin right here.
Okay.
I'll help you unload.
Okay.
And we're going to strap some waders on you, throw a 12 gauge at them, and let's go hunting.
I'm psyched. I was going to drive down here from PA when they canceled my flight.
The first thing he said, I was ready to drive from Pennsylvania to Missouri, and I said, whoa, this guy is hardcore.
What do I think I'll get out of this experience hunting down here? Probably be the best waterfowling experience I'll ever have in my life.
Like most of these, you really don't know on the front end what kind of hand you've been dealt or how this is going to come together. But I realize here's three like-minded guys that all enjoy the outdoors and waterfowl hunting, and I could tell that the energy and the chemistry was going to be fantastic.
Brotherhood Outdoors is brought to you by the Union Sportsmen's Alliance, uniting union sportsmen and women for conservation, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, and the National Electrical Contractors Association, solving our nation's energy appetite and protecting the great outdoors. The International Association of Machinists, protecting America's way of life. The Sheet Metal Workers International Association. We bring green expertise to every job, every day.
One of the things you notice as you travel around the area, this is a small town. We're in a tiny little town called Bigelow, which is it's a suburb of Mound City, which isn't much bigger. And there's just not a lot of places to stay for guys that want to come in and hunt. The Sportsman's Lodge was another unexpected surprise. What a wonderful place. And what the Sportsman's Lodge is it's become a hub for people that travel from far away that want to experience the very best of what Mound City and this area has to offer from a hunting standpoint.
The first evening we hunted, I'd gotten this beautiful pit blind, and I'd never met or talked to anyone here before. I'm sitting here going, am I going to miss? Am I going to miss what I shoot at? These guys going to be throwing stuff at me? You got to hit that, buddy. We're bringing them in close for you. Nail them, nail them. And I wasn't worried about seeing birds. I was worried about my performance and if I disappoint anybody or Dan's hard work. I got one shot.
Where'd that duck come in from behind?
Might have skirted us from the back, I don't know.
Anytime you get around guys that are really serious about their hunting, whatever it happens to be, whether it's upland bird hunting or whitetail hunting or waterfowl, you realize that they have their, they are totally consumed by it. They have their own vocabulary. They've got a kind of a base of experience that I don't have. And it was neat for me to watch Doug and our guide Dan interact because these guys had pretty deep resumes when it comes to waterfowl hunting.
Really what I enjoy most about the guiding side of it is meeting people, as all of us, having a common ground that we have to share our stories and our experiences, knowing that we're such a close-knit family, because a waterfowler is of a different breed. Truly they are. I mean, to get up from a nice warm bed and walk out to the conditions that we do, you got to have a passion and desire beyond to do that on a basis of what someone might question your sanity about. That's 459, guys.
That's the end of it?
Yeah.
Party over?
Party over. We're closed for the day.
Hey, one of the things that Doug really appreciated was the style of hunting that we did, which was out of pit blinds. He said where he lives, by law, they can't hunt state land out of pit blinds. You can't construct a pit blind, and most of the farmers won't let you on their land if you're going to want to use a pit blind. So this was a unique experience for him, and it was a real treat. I could see he was eyeballing these blinds, and he was really liking hunting out of them. It was tough, and it just reaffirms everything that I believe about waterfowl hunters, and that is they are absolutely, verifiably crazy. You climb out of a warm bed and you go into a cold blind, you're breaking ice, you're wading through little pockets of water trying to find places to set decoys, and I'm thinking, and I'm out here, why? But I realized this is Doug's dream, and I'm just kind of swimming in his wake. I just wanted to be a part of making this the best experience it could be for Doug Bachman.
What gets me fired up when to waterfowl hunt is that anticipation of those birds come flying in when you can barely see, or you can hear that flutter of their wings when they fly over your head and you know you can't shoot them yet, or you hear those geese way off in the distance and they start to honk. That gets the hair up in the back of my neck.
Today we'll be hunting a flooded marsh, a pit blind. We'll be hunting the Wingset Farms area. We've got 2 flooded cornfields, one on each side of us. So we're right in a transition note from the birds flying from either field or really in line with them coming off the refuge to where we're at. These birds are going to slide in over us.
Really?
Over our heads.
Yeah, they're going to want to land into it. All right.
The wind shifted on us from yesterday.
Yeah. Need that one little window there.
Yeah,
They were about 50 yards.
they definitely checked us out.
Yeah, they were fairly tall, but they were. That was cool though.
Which way did they go?
Right there. Right behind that weed. They weren't real noisy, were they? No. It's all right, man. That's all right. Yeah, you're doing your part, man.
No, they definitely kept them interested.
That was cool.
I'd like to close on that.
Yeah, no kidding.
As the season gets, into December, it gets colder in the birds' house to, they feed on grain and basically corn around here right now.
The hunting here has been tough with the weather conditions.
We had a lot of wind, and it blew the birds out a lot, and they flew high. Weather's the #1 factor. It's been a battle.
Man, it's cold out here, and the wind's been howling, and these friendships are really beyond friendships. They're brotherhood. They're forged in duck blinds and in tree stands and in some of the craziest places and toughest conditions, and those are bonds that are going to last a lifetime.
All right. All right, we've got a duck coming. Out in front. Get ready, Doug.
Right out front.
Smoke.
You got him, buddy.
Thank you.
Smoke you.
Awesome.
Great job. Great job. You're on him today.
Tom and Dan and I were sitting in the blind shooting a breeze, and all of a sudden these Canadian geese picked up in front of us.
There's some birds right over here. Look at here. Go. They're low.
We didn't know which way they were going to go, and Dan got on that call.
Oh, man, wait a minute. They want to set in that corn. Just get them up. They're coming. Let's get them over those trees. Okay, here he comes. Here he comes.
Take him.
Nice. Nice shot, Doug. Awesome. Oh, man, that was awesome, buddy. Awesome.
Excellent.
You got him, buddy. Man,
Wow. Nicely done. Nicely done.
Wow.
Thank you, guys.
Look at him. He's right here.
Yeah.
I mean, he's right in the spread. Are you having a good time, Dougie?
I'm having a wonderful time. A wonderful time. This is what it's all about. Tom's a fun guy to be in a blind with. He keeps you laughing.
I just had fun watching him and his reaction in the blind because his eyes would get big, and he totally enjoyed himself, and that's what it's all about.
All right, we got a group floating in over here on the left.
Okay.
They're going back.